Okay. So, alrighty, here we go. Training. So, as you know, I went for the weekend, and I met quite a few people, and there were a lot of really, really good speakers. So what I did was I put all the information onto these slides so that, and I'm going to actually be taping this. So I'll probably just upload it, yeah, on YouTube, which is right here. So, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through the speakers and what they actually talked about, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of stuff. So a lot of it was on like mindset, and a lot of it they talked about how it, you know, it's a matter of energy. So it doesn't matter what vehicle you have in regards to a business, people buy your energy. So if you aren't, I suppose, if you're not up and you're not happy and you're not excited about what you're actually doing, and you have mental blocks around the whole vehicle that you're actually driving, well, that's going to be hard for you to actually grow very quick. And it's all a matter of your own energy. Like, people buy in to you. That's what happens. They buy into you. And so what we actually have is we have like what we call a paradigms. And paradigms are all of these unconscious beliefs running in the background. And we are programmed, right? Negative thinking. We're programmed. We're hardwired for negative thinking. And if you recall, and it's just like being aware. And even though we've been half an hour on this webinar already, many of you have actually thought in negative ways already, because we're already hardwired to that. And our paradigms are really unconscious programs running in the background all the time. And they come from our parents, what they said to us. They come from people that we know, you know, the media, television. All of these are like beliefs that we have, and they're programs that are running, and it's a negativity in the back of our mind. And that there is going to stop you from actually moving forward. It's also going to interrupt your energy, and people are actually going to be able to pick that up. And it's all imprinted before the age of 7 years old. And of course, if we ignore our feelings on a daily basis, that's going to really mess us up. So it's a matter of, you know, really consciously being aware of what we're actually thinking on a daily basis. So if we're like waking up in the morning and we have negative thoughts, or during the day we have negative thoughts about ourselves, about someone else, that there is going to like sever your energy, and it's going to hold you in that negative, that realm. And that's going to really impact on the business that you're actually doing. Doesn't matter what it is, it's just going to mess it up. So the question is, you know, what am I pretending to do but not really? So are you really involved in the Enagic business, or are you just like saying that you are and not really getting much done? And it's a really, really good question. You know, what am I pretending to do but not really? Are you in or are you out? So you can't actually be halfway. It's either, are you doing Enagic or not? Like, what are you doing? Are you actively participating every day and moving forward in your goals? And what happens is you have to align your conscious mind with your unconscious mind. And what happens is, this is like if I said to you, imagine in your mind a car. Immediately you're going to know what a car looks like. You're going to be able to see it in your mind. Maybe it could be the car that you actually really want in your life, and that could be it. Now, the thing is that when I say to you, okay, imagine your mind, like your mind. It's extremely hard for us to actually picture a mind in our mind. We might look at a picture of a brain, but we have two separate sections in the brain, which is your conscious thinking, which is what we're doing now. You're listening to me logically, and that's your conscious mind. We generally know what we're doing on a conscious level. That's like, you know, picking up water, having a drink, that's writing. Consciously, we're consciously aware. But what happens is you have what's called subconscious, which is your unconscious, and that's spelt wrong. Unconscious is not spelled like that. But anyway, but what happens, right, is that your subconscious mind is you don't have a lot of control over that. There's no filter. So if someone keeps telling you a certain thing over and over and over again, a negative way, all the way through your childhood, what happens is it's going to play out in the body. And this is why we have to align our conscious with our subconscious mind and truly understand what's actually happening on a subconscious level. Because the conscious mind does have sort of a filter, but the subconscious mind doesn't. And that's when we are totally brainwashed and downloaded with a lot of negativity all the way through our lives. And we have to be in alignment with our conscious and subconscious mind. Or what happens is that we're going to be overrun by all of these programs in our life about the way we think we are, well, in fact, that's not actually true. So most people, they say they really don't believe that they can actually be wealthy. Some people don't believe that they can be healthy. Some people don't believe that they can have happiness. And most people say, you know, show me the money. Show me how this works. Show me how much money you can actually make. We hear that a lot in this type of business. You know, show me how much you make, and maybe if it goes well with you, well, maybe I'll join you. This is what actually happens. Why are they saying that? Is because of their programming that they've had over a period of time in their life. And it's the same as, just make sure you're muted. Someone's not muted. It's Jerry. Okay. So it's the same as health. Some people don't think that they can actually be healthy. They're saying, well, show me how healthy I can be. Give me some proof that I can actually be healthy. Is that diet going to work? If I drink the Kangen water, is that going to work? Show me the evidence. Show me all of the evidence that it's actually working. And happiness as well, like that, you know, that also, all of these hold a particular frequency. So if you have a poor, broke mindset, if you have a poor health mindset, if you have a happiness, if you believe that you can't be happy, if that's what you're downloading and that's your identity, and you need proof of all of that, you'll never have wealth, you'll never have your health, and you'll never be happy. Doesn't matter how much money you're going to get, you're not going to be happy. So the thing is that you've got to really believe in yourself and back yourself that this can actually work. But all the negative thinking and all the subconscious beliefs, they've all got to go, because it's not valuing you. It's not valuing you. It's not adding to your actual life. It's actually taking away every negative thought. It's actually taking away the way that you know, with what you have. And it's about it's about do, and it's about having. So it's about, you know, who do you want to be? Like, who do you want to be? And it's about doing, which is like a, you know, action. You've got to actually put action in, and then you're going to have it. That's the way that it is. So creating leaders and getting leaders in our business, you've got to think, okay, well, the quality of leaders that you will attract, it's only when your vibration is going to increase. And it also depends on your positivity. How positive are you? And also, of course, the morning routine. You know, what do you do every morning when you wake up? What's the first thought that you think when you actually wake up? Because every single successful person, they have a morning routine. It's either meditation, it is prayer, it is exercise, it's writing gratitude diaries, it's doing all of those positive things, and that really sets you up for the whole day. The night before, you know, what are you writing down? What are the 5 things that you're going to do towards your business? You write that down the night before, so that when you wake up, you're set to go. You know exactly what you're planning to do. So you'll plan to fail if you don't plan, because you've got to have, it's like, you know, going on a car ride, and, you know, you pick someone up and they say, well, where are we going? And you say, well, I don't know. Where are we going? I don't know. Let's just go for a drive. You'll eventually get somewhere, but that's going to be on default. So, you know, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? So the thing is that's a little bit on the mindset, and I'm going to bring a little bit more into that as well. But your energy, guys, is like number one. It's your positive. It's like getting the best with what you have right now with your skills. If things aren't working for you, increase your communication skills. That's probably the number one thing. No expectations of other people. Don't expect anyone. No one owes you anything. No one owes you anything on this planet. No one. This business is your business. How do you want to run it? It has nothing to do with anyone else. It is to do with you. The actual vehicle works beautifully, absolutely beautiful. Why is it that some people can go out and they can be 6A within a couple of months? Why is that? Why is it that other people take 1 or 2 or 3 years? What's the common denominator? It's actually yourself. It's yourself. So more skills are actually needed, but number one is your energy and your positivity. That's what needs to change, because it's all to do with, we're all made up of frequency and vibration. So the higher vibration and frequency that you actually have, the more people are going to be attracted to you. The more people you're going to be, people are going to ask you, you know, what are you actually doing? They're going to want to know about what the Kangen water is all about. You're going to have more and more people coming into your field. It's going to be less work for you, because people are actually going to want to know what you're actually doing. And this is like part of the law of attraction. So it all starts with us, you, me. It all starts with us. We need to do that, increase our vibration. So in regards to the number one thing that we talked about a lot was about videos and social media. And I spoke to Brody, and he said to me, look, because I said, oh, what's this video? You know, what's all this about? And he said, video is it. But what happens is people go on and do videos, but they waffle, and they try and cover 20 different points. He said, what's happening is people have 6 seconds to watch. That's it now. It used to be 29 seconds about 10 years ago. So half a minute people would actually spend. Now on Facebook and social media, it's catching people's attention really quick at 6 seconds. Who are you? And what's the struggle? And what are you doing? And what have you found? And in fact, soon I'm going to go through a little bit of a process of, you know, what to do on videos and what to do on Facebook. So 6 seconds watch time. So if you waffle in your videos and your lives and you start talking 5-10 minutes and you're not really getting to the point, or it's so confusing, you're trying to cover so many bits and pieces in a video, it's just too much. People have got 6 seconds. And if you can't capture them in 6 seconds, off. They're just going to turn off. And if it's repetitive, they're going to turn off. So this whole social media is all going towards videos. The whole lot is going towards videos. So if you're not doing videos on Instagram or Facebook, you're losing out. It's just the way that it is. So make sure your videos are short, sharp, sweet. They have captions at the bottom, which is what you're actually saying. You can do a video and send it to rev.com. It's like $1 a minute, and they will then transcribe in English, and they'll have subtitles. That's what people are doing. 80% look, they don't listen to your video. It's too long. So there's 50 million videos every day that are watched. So you are fighting for attention on social media. So your social media can't be boring. It has to be very succinct, and things are changing. So all the time things are changing. So in the next, say, 3 or 6 months from now, it could be completely different, right? So it could be completely different. But at the moment, the whole trend is going towards doing Facebook videos and Instagram videos repeatedly, 100 pieces of content every single day. So I would urge you to start putting together some videos. Now, Brody said he had to make 40 videos before he got 2 good ones for social media, that he got a lot of interaction. 40. He said, you've got to do the work. You really have to do the work. But first, before you actually do your videos, you've got to go, well, okay, who's watching me? Who's watching me? Who am I targeting? For me, I'm not going to target someone who's an electrician in a mining facility. I have nothing to speak about in regards to a person who works in the mines who's an electrician, right? But I would be talking about women my own age, maybe married, maybe divorced, looking for something new. That could be my target. Or if I was a builder, I would probably be targeting builders because I have something in common with builders. And that would be part of my story that, yeah, I understand how you feel. I used to feel that way too. I struggled as a builder. And now I went to affiliate marketing, blah, blah, blah. So you've got to work out, who are you actually targeting? Are you targeting an 18-year-old? Are you targeting a 40-year-old? Married, divorced, single? Who are you targeting? Be very, very specific. And of course, you've got to know all about that person. You know, what do they eat? You know, what do they do for fun? What do they do for work? How old are they? Do they have a family? Where do they holiday? All of those is your niche market. Every single person on this call, you all have a different niche market. You're targeting to all different types of people. So that's a really good idea to work out, who am I targeting before I do my videos? Who is it? So you can really market around that. But for you to just go in and just market everybody, you're going to miss the point, because you want only a very small minority of people. You only need like 100 people for this. You don't need millions of people that are totally out of your target. And then what you have to do is you've got to go, well, where's their pain factor? Because you become a problem solver with what you have. So with the Kangen water, it's a health. You are a health problem solver. If they want to do affiliate marketing, what are you? You're actually freeing up their time, their 9 to 5, you're freeing up their job. Maybe they want to leave their job. Maybe that's a big pain factor. You know, what don't they like in their job? These are all the questions that we ask people before we even talk about the business or Kangen water. We've got to know, where do they want to be in their life? Are they happy doing what they're doing? What are their dreams? Where do they want to go? What's the pain in that maybe then they don't have the right vehicle to get them to where they want to go? And what do you see them, you know, where do they see themselves in the future? Say, where do you see yourself in 5 years doing what you're doing now? You know, and what keeps them up at night? What is their worry? What are they worried about? Because I'm telling you, the moment you get the pain factor, you become a problem solver. That is it. That's what you're doing on all of these videos. You're working out, what do they want? What's their pain? And you're counteracting because you are the problem solver. So storytelling is really, really important. So the story part is giving them awareness of who you are, what you're about. And engagement is when they interact with you. And the conversion is wanting to be part of what you're actually doing. Because you know about, they've watched your story, they understand your story, they've interacted with you, and the conversion is, yeah, they want to be part of it. So you've got to know your market, you've got to define it. You don't fear opinions. People are going to have opinions about Kangen. They just are. You have to choose your fight and your debate. Times I've had to back away because it's not worth my time. And then of course you will always often be required to change. You have to change the way that you're doing whatever you're doing, or you're going to stay where you are. And of course, kill them with kindness, with people. So when you're interacting with people, even though they have an opinion against yours in regards to affiliate marketing or multi-level marketing or network marketing or whatever they've done, be kind, because you just don't know when they're going to come back later on down the track, and you want to make sure that the door is open completely so that they feel comfortable coming back to see you, right? So posting, make sure you post high quality posts, no blurry pictures. They have to be high quality. They have to be engaging. They've got to be relevant, multiple every day. They've got to be interesting. You've got 3 value posts before then a sale. So they call it a jab, jab, and then a right hook. I don't know. Someone came up with that. But you're looking at influencers on Instagram. They do lots of deals with Instagram influencers. So if you build, they reckon, this is Gary Vee believes, that if you build your Instagram post now, you have around 12 months to do that right now. What will happen, the influencer is going to take over. So it's going to be impossible to build your audience with Instagram in a very short time, because the influencers are the ones that are selling product. And the influencers are the ones that people actually come and ask questions. The more followers you have on Instagram, the higher credibility you have. That's just the way that it is. So when you're closing people, there's closing all the way through the whole thing. It basically starts from the beginning and it goes all the way through to the end. There is no closing at the end. It's how you make people feel along the way. And if they don't like you, they don't like you. There's nothing you can do about that. It might have nothing to do with you. Because if people get triggered by you, it's their stuff. It's not your stuff. They're reacting from something that's happened in the past. So it's a really good idea just to be neutral with absolutely everything. Don't get triggered. Or if you get triggered, work out why you're getting triggered. Because it's generally not the person, it's actually you. You need to do more work on yourself. So you start all the way through the beginning. First impressions are really important with how you are. Gathering information of what they actually want. What do they actually want? What's their pain? What's their struggle? What do they want? Ask as many questions as you can, because you can reframe it later on when you're talking to them, when they come up with an objection. Good content is really good. Being happy is really good. And again, it's about how you make people feel. And Jordan Belfort, he actually said, playing it safe and taking no risk is a shortcut to poverty. It absolutely is a shortcut to poverty. Sometimes you've got to jump out of your comfort zone and do stuff that you're not used to doing, right? So we've all jumped. All of us have actually jumped. We need to keep on jumping and go past the comfort zone, but we've got to make decisions, really quick decisions along the way, what you're going to do, and do something. Don't just do nothing. Don't tell me that, oh, I've got a job for another 30 days, or I've got this on in the next 30 days, or my mother-in-law's come to visit, or I've got this birthday on. They're all BS stories. All of them are BS stories, because if you really want this and you really want to do something with this, there's no excuses, 0 excuses. All the successful people up on the stage on the weekend, they're all from different places on the planet. They all said exactly the same thing. You got to jump, and you got to keep on jumping. You all jumped into the magic business, and you got to work out, why did I do that? Why did I do that? What am I doing? And get clarity of where you want to go. And of course, if people say to you, how much money have you made? Many people say that. How much money have you made? Well, you know what? You can really clearly say, you know what? Well, I know it wasn't working over there. Over there, it wasn't working. So now I'm over here giving it a go. You want to come and join me? Because when I was working my job, I wasn't free. I was working all the time. I was tied to the job. I had to work to pay for my family. That there wasn't working. I've been working 20 years doing the same thing. I haven't got ahead. So I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to give that a go. Do you want to come and join me? And you say it with conviction. And you say it with certainty and with posture. It wasn't working over there. It wasn't. So this is why I'm over here, and I'm going to give this a go. Yeah. You should write that down, because that's really, really important, because you get that a lot. So we are a business of emotion. So if you evoke emotion into the listener with stories, you've won. If you can't do that, upgrade your skill of communication and learn. Go on YouTube and learn how to speak to people, all about communication skills. And then, of course, with all social media, 20 to 30% is content, and 80% is how we say it, the tone, and our whole body language. That's it. So 80% is how we say it, how we come across, the tone and the body language. That's pretty amazing. So all business is emotion. People feel it. And I don't know, I've heard it a lot. Like, a lot of people say, look, I don't really feel that that's the right way for me to go. Or they'll say, you know what, I feel really in alignment with that. This is really great. I feel like this is the right journey. So we move with emotion. This is what happens. So we get really good at that. So this is the framework. I'm nearly finished here, but this is the framework. So first of all, there's a problem. And this is in storytelling. So write this down, because I want you to get really, really good at this, because this is how you put together all of your videos. You've got to create a problem, immediate, within the first couple of seconds, right? Have you ever felt, it could be, have you ever felt about whatever? Have you ever felt that there is nothing more out there for you? Have you ever felt that maybe you would like something that's, really interesting for me to do after hours? Have you ever felt like going dancing? Have you ever felt like you want to be part of something bigger on this universe? And number 2 is the idea. So what's the idea? I have found that if I keep doing that, this is what actually happens. I have found that if I don't jump in, if I don't make decisions, if I don't hang out with the right person, and then of course it's the evidence. Research tells me this. You know what? Research tells me this. There's 6,500 doctors that have said a great big tick for Kangen water. Research tells me this. Research also tells me that hydrogen is really great. Research also tells me, but turmeric, there's thousands of studies. It's the most researched herb on this planet. People want to know evidence. And of course, a metaphor is like a little bit of a story and analogy. There is one time when I felt blah, 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 and this is what I found. And of course, you have the answer, the solution to the actual problem. And that is, today I'm going to show you how whatever. Today I'm going to show you, or tonight I'm going to show you, or Wednesday night I'm going to show you. So it's all about that. It's all about those. That's the framework for all of your videos. The problem, the idea, the evidence, the metaphor. And today I'm going to show you how I actually overcame my problem, and I'm in such an amazing place right now. I haven't felt this energized for so long, and now I understand it. And if you have resonated with anything with me, please give me a call, or please message me, and I'm going to see if we're going to be a match together to work together. Or maybe there's something that you would like Kangen to take care of, whatever that might be. So I'm just going to end this and say thank you, and just have a lot of courage. And that's it. And until next time, I'm going to stop the recording now, because this is for YouTube. So for those on YouTube, I've got links down below. So if you'd like to contact me, then you can. And let's chat really soon.